Unfinished business is finished.
On November 11, 2014, Sonic Boom: Rise of Lyric was released for the Nintendo Wii U, alongside Sonic Boom: Shattered Crystal for the Nintendo 3DS. These games rated below average by outlets such as IGN and Metacritic. Sonic fans were also displeased with these games, often comparing them to Sonic 06. It's been 2 years since the release of these games, and people are still on the fence with the Sonic Boom series as a whole. The new Fire and Ice Sonic Boom game was reported as being better than the first two games, but still being rated as average. While I personally don't prefer much of anything the Sonic Boom series has to offer regarding the future of Sonic video games, I do believe there are aspects of Rise of Lyric that future mainstream Sonic games can pick up from. Also, there aren't many videos talking about anything positive regarding Rise of Lyric, and I could really use the views for the channel. Now, I enjoy being the unpopular vote. If everyone votes blue, I'll vote red. If everyone votes red, I'll vote blue, as long as I can agree with some things each candidate has to offer. And in this case, I can agree and back up some things Sonic Boom has to offer. So, without further ado, even though I'm apparently not using that phrase correctly, here's the top 4 greatest things about Sonic Boom: Rise of Lyric. Number 4. An open-world Sonic game. Sonic Adventure introduced the idea of hub worlds in Sonic games, where players could run around freely, explore, and take on mini-quests. Sonic 06 and Sonic Unleashed had their interpretations of hub worlds as well, and it's no surprise Big Red Button found inspiration from those games. Yeah, Rise of Lyric is open world. There's not much to say. It's a bit empty. Actually, the game's hub world is pretty vast. There's many different sections you can travel to with a variety of side quests to do, and it's expandable. You do this by completing tasks or purchasing the expansion with rings. I'm being serious now. I picked up the game the first time in over a year and unlocked a new area. It was a good moment, and I got excited. Number 3. Rival fights. Like everything else in Rise of Lyric, people have mixed opinions about the boss fights. I, however, don't particularly like the boss fights, except for the rival fights. If Sega ever wants to sell another Sonic game, all they have to do is advertise a fight between Sonic and Shadow or Sonic and Metal Sonic in the trailer. When Metal Sonic and Shadow were announced as boss fights in this game, people went Harambe, and frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if this is one of the main reasons why people bought the game in the first place. As much as people would say otherwise, the rival fights themselves aren't all that bad. Fighting Metal Sonic is like playing a 3D version of the 2D fight in Sonic Generations. It's simple. You dodge and hit shit back at him. It's pretty straightforward. I guess it pays homage to the fight in Sonic Generations, just in 3D. Pretty cool. Shadow's fight is a little more interesting though. Basically, Sonic and Tails beat the fuck out of Shadow while traveling through different eras in time, while trying to find the— Holy fuck! Did he just kick Tails in the fucking face? Jesus Christ, Shadow, he's like 4 times younger than you. Anyways, like the Metal Sonic boss fight, you just avoid Shadow and attack him while his guard is down. I really like the arena style fight opposed to the running on rails because of the dichotomy between the— What the fuck? Okay, basically what I'm trying to say is that there needs to be more of the shit in future Sonic games. These rival fights are fucking gold. Fuck man, game should have been called Sonic Boom: Rise of the Foot. Number 2. Multiple playable characters. Recent Sonic games like Sonic Colors, Generations, and Lost World had people disappointed that Sonic's friends weren't playable. And no, we're not counting mods. Rise of Lyric is actually the most recent 3D Sonic game in which multiple playable characters are playable. In Rise of Lyric, you can switch between Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy. Occasionally, the game has sections in which the characters split up, forcing you to play as certain characters. This is pretty cool because it forces the player to change their playstyle, which in return provides a challenge if you're not used to playing as a specific character. Of course, each character plays as you would expect, but it's not a bad thing. You feel a bit nostalgic playing as the classic Sonic crew while hearing them react to one another. Sonic, of course, is built for the speedier sections of the game. Tails uses his Well, Tails to get around for his sections. Knuckles uses his fists to smash through enemies and obstacles. And Amy uses her athleticness to get— Shut the fuck up! I know it's not a fucking word. Amy uses her flexibility to flip around through her platforming sections, not to mention that Pico Hammer is used as well. When the team is not split up though, you can switch between the characters at will using the D-pad, which certainly has a Sonic Heroes throwback to it. I like it. Number 1. A beat-em-up Sonic game. In my top 5 greatest things about Sonic 06, I pretty much said that the ideas for the game were pretty solid, but the execution was left to be desired by the majority of the players. That is the case for the number 1 spot on this list, the attempt at a modern beat-em-up Sonic game. Sonic is mainly known for speed and platforming, but Sega has always been experimenting by putting Sonic into other genres, from puzzle games to racing games to even an RPG. A beat-em-up Sonic game with platforming actually sounds pretty cool. The fighting in Rizal lyric, to be fair, isn't all that bad. It's just simplistic and can get stale rather quickly. But it was meant to be a button masher, and you will mash the shit out of your gamepad while playing this game. It's not a terrible thing though. At times, it can actually be a little enjoyable if you're in the right mood. I really like where they were going with this idea, and I hope they try something like it again in the future. Not to mention there's both 2D and 3D gameplay that incorporates both fighting and platforming. It's not as awful as everyone makes it out to be. It's just a step away from our conventional Sonic games that we're used to. And I'm all for variety.
Don't just stand there. We got a snake to catch.
I hope you enjoyed the video and can look at this game in a new light. There are some good things about this game, and I hope you can see them too. Here's hoping that Sonic Mania and Project 2017 are what the fans want for the franchise. I know I'm excited for both. If there's anything you like about the game, be sure to comment down below, as I'm curious what others think as well. Be sure to shatter that like button and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. Yeah, I know Sonic Boom also isn't the greatest Sonic game in the world. There are things I guess I like about it. It's okay. It's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry. See ya.